Welcome back to the channel, guys. Now, I just want to start this episode off by saying, what the fuck is my RNG lately? I have a curved bone and a long bone in my inventory just from this task, which was 164. And in the past 2 days, I've had 2 curved, about 4 or 5 long bones, I forget if it's 4 or 5, and a shield left half. Like, what the actual fuck is going on? As you can see, we're just doing some Konar Slayer, trying to see if we can get ourselves a Hydra task, or if we're lucky enough to get a Basilisk task in the right location. Other than that, not too much has happened since the last episode. This is probably about 20 minutes after the last clip of the last episode, so nothing really to update you guys on. Hopefully we can get a task soon. Obviously there's going to be some Zora in this episode. Whether or not you see it is another question, if there's anything noteworthy to show you. But I do need to go get some scales if I get a Hydra task, because we are really low on scales. So we have a very, very odd setup right now. If you guys don't already know what this setup is, it is for black chin chompers, and black chin chompers means only one thing. We have a Kriara task. Now if I show you real quick, we got 137 if I remember correctly. Nope, 133, and each Aviancy in there I believe counts as a kill. So we've got to divide that by 4 to figure out how many kills we'll get, which is about 30. And I've looked up, on average, there was a guy that done something like 600 KC. On average, he was using about 32 chins per kill. We're looking at about 1k chins, just under, to be able, well, no, sorry, just over, about 1200, I believe, to be able to get all the KC that we need. Actually, no, I'm chatting shit. We need, sorry, no, it's about 1100, sorry. But anyway, other than me chatting shit, of course, we've got to get black chins. We are going to be one tick doing it. We have already actually caught about 200 of them, 185. I'm probably going to catch about 450 to 500, then go use them. I've only ever done Kriara like once or twice for the diary. I've never done the chin method, but I know Kriara is just fucking AIDS anyway, and I'm really not looking forward to it. Obviously we need to get ecumenical keys as well, but we might as well get the armadillo pieces. We need to get them at one point. I unlock this for a reason. I don't really fancy doing it right now, but to be honest, it's better than doing normal Slayer because I fucking hate it. But we did just come across a PK, and we hopped to another world into another fucking PK, and the second guy had better gear and a spellbook swap. But we did get away, so he wasted one of his uses, which is kind of satisfying. But we end up going near bears, and we end up boxing a bear basically. Oh, good enough as we made him box a bear so we could log out. But well, I think we were safe anyway. He used tally block and then spellbook swapped, but we got away, so it's all good. But now we have to go catch like another 300 chins before we can even go do a trip at Kriara, which is pretty depressing to be honest. So we are ready with our first trip for Kriara. This is the setup we have. We are rocking this. I'm going to see how it goes. I really don't know. Like I said, I've never done the chin method. I've only ever done KC twice. Once for my mains elite diary and once for this account's elite diary. So we're running this. We've got Armadillo chaps as well as a Zami top for the protection against the Zami minions as well as the Armadillo minions. Obviously, I was tempted to take a Varric skirt and just a switch for the chaps or whatever or something like that, and just wear the chaps until I get to the boss, then put the Varric skirt on. But I just felt like a lot of the guides I've read, I need accuracy against Kriara, so I feel like I'm going to take it. If I get absolutely slapped, maybe I'll change the setup, but this is what we're going to rock for now. A lot of the guides that I've seen do recommend this, so we'll see how it goes. Honestly, just looking at this boss bores me, so I'm really not looking forward to doing it, but you never know, we might get lucky or we might get our first armor piece. So our first trip actually went a lot better than I first expected. We actually picked up a 10 kill trip. Honestly, I felt like the first one was just going to go to shit. We picked it up fairly quick. It's quite an easy boss, to be honest with you, and so I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought. And I also, last time, completely forgot that I had a buckler. So we're going to be taking a buckler this time. Now, the good thing about this is we get a massive range bonus, as well as a bigger magic defense, which is always nice because the main damage we're going to be taking is the mage minion, because we protect from range. The melee minion is dead most of the time, so we don't take much damage, but the mage minion is always up, and that is the last one that we kill, so we can reduce the damage as much as possible. Now, the inventory, I still don't know what's best. I'm going to be trying out, as many trips as I can. We have to go out and get more chins. I go up to 600. I still don't think that's enough, but I don't like doing all the chin hunting at once because I feel like it's just really dull. I mean, one tick hunter is kind of fun in a way, but it's just, it takes so long to get everything ready. That's the only downside to these tasks. They're going to take a while to prepare for, but the tasks themselves don't actually take that long. But we're going to go for a second trip. This is the gear we're rocking. We'll see how we do. We have finished our first Armadillo task. We didn't get any drops, but honestly, it was a lot more enjoyable than I first thought. We got 30 KC total on Kriara herself. Now, the only downside to these tasks is the preparation. Like, doing the actual task is kind of fun. Like, to be honest, I enjoy it a lot more, like I said, than I thought I would. But getting all the chins, the ecumenical keys, that's the boring bit. But at the end of the day, it's good hunter experience. It's a reason for me to train hunter, other than doing birdhouse runs. But we did get 550 tasks complete, and we get a bonus of 300, which is so huge considering we were so fucked over with points. This also means we're going to go extend basilisks. So if we do get that task, we will get a hell of a lot more. But of course, like I said, well, actually no, I don't think I said this, but we have an easy and a hard casket. And I think we got the hard, I don't know where we got these from actually, I'm going to be honest with you. But we're just going to open them. First of all, the easy, that's an interesting clue. And the hard, we're still looking for ornament kits. We get, ooh, a navy cavalier. I don't actually think I've got the navy one. An ancient plate legs. I don't believe I've got these either. Whilst here, also pick up a task. We get iron dragons. This is where we've got something we can skip, because I also remember I wanted to extend this for 100 points. These points, honestly, I feel like are going to be an absolute waste. But it's guaranteed I can get the draw that bit easier when I do actually get a task. But we're going to cancel this because I am not doing 40 iron dragons. We instead are doing 11 black dragons in the evil chicken's lair. What a fucking yikes. I can't expect him to always get better. Wow, on a gold necklace, really? No way. What the fuck? Now, with that Smoke Devil task completed, you saw my reaction like the way I'm reacting to an occult necklace. Now, the reason I am reacting to an occult necklace like that is because if we just go to Slayer drops, we have had 5 occult necklaces, which is a 1 in 512 drop rate. We've had 5, or was that 6? I can't remember, I forgot already. It was 5, sorry, in 610 Smoke Devils, which is fucking ridiculous. I get one like on average every task. Well, in fact, that's not even on average, because it's more than on average, because on some tasks we got 2. We've only done like 4 tasks, and we've had 5 occult necklaces, which is literally just like, it's insane. I'm not going to complain, it's cool to see the drop. It's very, very cool to see the drop. We've now got a Kraken task. I think I'm just going to kill the small ones to get the task over with. I don't really want to skip it. I don't want to use too many scales doing the bigger one. So I think I'm just going to kill the small ones. Nice and easy task. But we're still looking for a Hydra or potentially a Basilisk task if we're lucky enough to get one from Kona. We have just got to 700 Hydra KC. We're going to finish this task at 793, so just below 800, which is pretty satisfying. And as you can see in the chat, recently I've calculated how much experience I have banked for prayer, because I haven't touched it in ages. We have 1.9 mil banked in bones, as well as heads. Now, obviously, we have some Hydra bones as well. This is calculated as well. We're going to be getting more, because I'm not going to be touching prayer for a long time, to be honest. Maybe I'll do it after Hydra, but even then, we'll still have more bones before the end of Hydra. But it's 1.9 mil without the Wilderness Altar, and they guess around 3.4 mil with. Now, if that 3.4 mil is correct, that is 90 prayer banked, which is fucking satisfying as fuck. And it honestly won't take long to do. Obviously, the bones will take a little while to go through because we have a hell of a lot of dragon bones, but it's just so satisfying to look at this. So I don't even know if I want to use it after Hydra. But we're going to get straight back to Hydra. Potentially get the claw this task. That would be very, very nice.
regardless or not, we're still going to get a hell of a lot of money, so I can't complain.
I just want to say real quick, we just had a 32, wrong place, a 30, not 32, sorry, a 31 kill trip at Hydra. That is fucking insane. And as you can see from our inventory, a 2.3 mil cash stack. My bank pin, which I'm not going to enter because I've done that before, but as you can see, this is just from one trip. Ignore the astrals in the room pouch. I've just been stacking them up from this whole task so far. So in this task so far, we have gained just under 4k astrals, which is mind-blowing. As you can see, from one trip, 2.3 mil, I think it was 2 onyx bolt tip drops. It's not tips, it's just bolts. Obviously, we got the runes, 950 death, 384 chaos, and 446 blood. Overall, we get so much shit just from this. It's absolutely insane. Obviously, it would be better for the claw to drop early, but thankfully, this is a boss that drops such good loot. So if it takes ages to get the claw, at least I'm going to get a hell of a lot of shit on the way. So we have just finished our Hydra task, 793 KC. I don't think we got any unique drops that task, but honestly, I don't care because RuneFest has just announced that Group Ironman is going to be coming to old school RuneScape, hopefully in 2020. Like, they didn't say a release date or anything, but they said that's what they're working on in 2020. So I'm very, very excited for it. 100% there's going to be content on this channel. I've got someone who I plan to do it with. You guys have seen me raid with him plenty. Joe, Capon223. It's just going to be us two. We're not doing, they've mentioned it can be groups between 2 and 5. And it is just going to be us two, and we're going to just go for it. I'm so excited for it. There's going to be loads of content when it comes out. I don't plan to stop playing this account. Don't worry about that if you guys are here, and you're not interested in watching Group Ironman content when it comes out. This account, by the stage that comes out, is going to be slower anyway, so it'll be harder to get content. So it'll kind of be a good time for the YouTube channel because I'll be able to get Group Ironman content, so you guys have still got something to watch. But I'm so excited for it. But obviously, we've got a long time to wait till then, so hopefully we can get some big gains in on this account. But obviously, we've got to get this claw first. We're going to grab our next task, and we get Greater in Brimhaven. You know what? I'm going to skip that because I really don't fancy doing Greater Demons in the Brimhaven dungeon because they're horrible to do. And we get Jellies. Fuck, shit tasks, but hey-ho, we'll get through it. When we get Hydra task, we do need to go back to Zora because scales are low. Potentially need to do some Blast Furnace. I'm not sure how many darts I use per task. But either way, I'm in a good mood because Group Ironman's coming, boys. Finally. So I haven't done a farm run in absolutely ages. So that means I haven't been doing his Spory. But we just got a new PB. I don't go for like speed runs on this, but I have started to use the Crystal Halberd to speed it up slightly. And we literally started off the kill with like a 426 experience drop. And it was like straight onto the flower phase again. But there is 29 KC on a Spory. Let's see if we can get ourselves another bucket. Probably not, but I don't think there's really anything we want from here. I suppose, obviously, the seeds are nice. That's the main thing we're getting from it, and the experience. But that's actually a pretty good seed to get a redwood tree seed. But like I said, I haven't done a farm run in ages, but now I've collected all the snape grass that I need for all of my prayer potions. I'm going to go back to doing farm runs more consistently, probably after Hydra. But for now, I thought, I might as well go do it. My Spory's up. It'd be a good time to do it. But as you guys can see, we did collect another load of snape grass. And that is just enough to be able to get all the prayer potions, other than obviously the Runal weeds that we've got since then, which we seem to have got quite a few through Hydra since we made this lot. So I'm actually kind of surprised how many we're getting through Hydra, considering we're using a hell of a lot. We've already gone through another like 70 or 80 from the task we just done. You go through prayer pots quite a bit, but if you do get restore drops, you can get quite a few kills with the restores that you get there, so it doesn't use as many prayer points. So it's not really one prayer point per kill because of the drops, but obviously you still use a hell of a lot. So I have done a bit of Blast Furnace and a bit of Zora. As you guys can see, we have 76% of a blowpipe in scales, and I made an extra 4k darts. We do actually have more that we could potentially make. If I show you real quick, I used pretty much all my adamant ore. We can make another 8k, but there's no need for me to do it right now, so I'm not going to spend time on doing that, and I can get back to Hydra faster. I could have got more scales, but I like the idea of just going there, getting a task's worth, then going back there if I don't get the claw or whatever. Because I don't really want to waste time on camping Zora, because I could potentially go back to Hydra and get it first kill of a task. Obviously that would, that'd be very nice if that did happen. But other than that, we did actually complete. I decided to do it. I never wanted to do it before because of bank space, but it's just annoying to go get the new ones every time.
We decided to do family pest. This means we spent 500k and we can get all 3 gauntlets at once. Obviously, I don't have the chaos because they're fucking useless. That means we can have goldsmith and cooking gauntlets at the same time. We don't have to spend 25k each time, and I don't have to go out my way to go collect them. So it's just a nice convenience factor. But now we're going to go straight back to Hydra. We're at 793 KC if I remember correctly, and we have another 154 to kill.
No. Fuck. That's to him. Oh, wow. What the fuck? So, as you guys saw from the last clip, we did get ourselves a dragon throwing axes. Now, if you guys don't already know, the drop rate of these is 1 in 2k. And the way the drop table works at Hydra is it will roll an item in a specific order, and if it fails on those certain items, it will go to the next. So it will roll a unique table, for example. I believe the order is something like dragon throwing knives, dragon throwing axe, Hydra claw, Hydra leather down to the ring pieces. So if you was to be successful on dragon throwing axe, it would then obviously not roll any further and you would get that drop. But if it failed on dragon throwing axe and dragon knives, it will then move on and roll Hydra claw, for example, and see if you can get that. And obviously I successfully rolled on the dragon throwing axes, which is a big fucking rip because they are useless. But I suppose it's kind of cool we have them in the collection log, but it's pretty tilting to see a drop, you know, there's double the drop rate, especially considering Hydra takes so long. We're currently sitting at 916 KC, and we got ourselves a second Hydra's heart, which means we now have a second brimstone ring once I combine these, which is useless to me, obviously. I think brimstone rings are tradable, yeah, so we can just transfer this over to my main account and get a bond out of it. But I suppose I can't complain at the end of the day. At least I'm still seeing some drops, but it's just a shame that I still haven't seen the claw just yet. Well, we may not have the Hydra claw, but we do have a 30 mil cash stack, which looks so fucking clean. I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to do with this yet. I know, like, obviously I want to do Fletch, so there's a bit more to be spent on Fletch, and this is basically all buyables. Like, not all buyables, but this is going to be spent on buyables, should I say. Smithing, Fletching, I'm trying to think what else I'm going to spend a lot of cash on. Off the top of my head, honestly, I can't think of anything. So I don't even know where that cash is going to go and what it's going to be for. Miscellanea, there's so much stuff. Talking miscellanea, I do need to actually check that. I might delay it and potentially do it next Sunday, because you guys have already seen by this point, I have posted up to say that I haven't uploaded because of the fact that I went just balls deep on Hydra. We are currently sitting at 947 KC, no claw as of yet. But hey ho, we are rich, who cares? But I would like to potentially get the claw this episode. I mean, if I don't, I don't. But I do prefer to do quality videos over just quantity because I value that more. You've already seen that because I posted it, but I'm saying it again. But next, we're just going to go back to Slayer and see if we can get another Hydra task. Well, boys, it happened. And we lost to 50-50. We were assigned basilisks. But we got him in the Relica dungeon, which is a big fucking rip, and on the Island of Stone. So we're killing 222 standard basilisks on a level 121 combat. Happy days. Here it is, coming in very momentarily. We are about to get 97 magic. There it is, 2 more levels to 99. We're closing in on so many 99s. 99 attack, 99 magic. In a way, 99 Slayer, even though it's going to take ages, but we're getting closer. This is just mad. So we picked up ourselves a elite clue from Zora. I haven't actually done my hard either. I should probably do that at one point, but I can't bother right now because I didn't even realize I had it. We're doing Zora to get scales, and we picked up ourselves an elite clue very, very fast. It's the first Sherlock step that I've had where it's literally you do it at him. It just wanted me to activate Chivalry, so literally just turn it on and off, and it's step done. It was such a nice clue. Here we go. I'm hoping for an ornament kit. I pretty much say this every time, but here we go. Oh my, elite clues, I swear, are worse than hard clues most of the time. They're just fucking naff. Like, what even is this? To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing with Dragon Necklace. I might alch it, but I could also turn it into a Games Necklace. I don't really need them because technically I have unlimited, but I'll decide. Boys, it fucking happened. Holy shit. Alright, that's all I gotta say. That's fucking sick. Alright boys, well I got very excited over that, and I haven't actually mentioned this before, but I don't really like the look of the SIINCERITY Helm, or the SIINCERITY Helm with any mutagens, but because it's a mutagen, it's kind of like, I've got to add it, just because I've got it, you know, like this is a fucking rare drop, and I just didn't expect it. I think that's why I reacted so much, but I don't really like the way they look, like I've just mentioned, but I don't just want to have this sitting in my bank. Eventually, I would like to get both mutagens and have two different SIINCERITY Helms. But we're going to use it. Here it is. We can use it on there. We will never get this back. So if I ever want this for some reason, I can't get it back. But of course, we are going to proceed. And we now have the Tanzanite Helm, which we now put on our head. It looks, I suppose it looks pretty cool, but I just really don't like the way the SIINCERITY Helm looks. It now goes with the blowpipe better. It looks better in this setup for sure, just because of the blowpipe. But overall, I don't really like the way they look, like I've just mentioned. But we've got it, so we've got to fucking put it on. So we got ourselves an elite clue from Zora, and I decided to do my hard clue at the same time. I believe this is going to be my 100th hard clue, and I don't know how many elites. But as per usual, ornament kits, please. In the hard clue, that is just a standard hard clue, and in the elite, we get, ooh, ancient page 4. Let's see if that is a duplicate, shall we? We only have 2, and it's a duplicate, big rips, but summer pies are nice because obviously when I get to do RD course, we can go there slightly earlier and stay there slightly longer. That will put us up to 112 summer pies, not too bad. So it's about an hour ago that I released my video where you guys got a chance to actually see what I look like, and I got a chance to just talk a load of shit, basically. But straight after that, we went to Hydra. We just got ourselves a 29 kill trip. We got a hell of a lot of drops. It hasn't been my 31 just yet, but I got a ridiculous amount of super restores in that trip. We picked ourselves up another Hydra's Eye. It was on, there we go, 972 KC. We're sitting up on 976 KC right now. Of course, we will whack that in the bank. We still need 2 more pieces to complete a 3rd ring. But it's kind of crazy that we're on the 3rd ring. We're coming up to 4 digits. It's pretty mental, but at the same time, it's kind of exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing 4 digits at Hydra. So I figured it was time that we might as well look at the collection log, because my Hydra luck is insane in one regard, but at the same time it's depressing because of the rare drops that I've got, and I haven't got the claw. You'll see my KC in a second, actually, there's no point me typing it in. But we did just get ourselves another Hydra Tower. Now I'm going to show you the collection log real quick. And if we look at Alchemical Hydra, we have had, we'll start off with the 2 Hydra Tower. That's the I just got, sorry. So I just got my 2nd Hydra Tower, and they are 1 in 513. And as you can see, 1,023 kills. You know, we can expect to see 2 of them. And then we have 3 Hydra Leather. Expect to see 2 of them. Obviously, we have 3. But the thing is, these are 1 in 5. I don't know if I think these roll on the same table. Yeah, all uniques roll on the same table as the claw. It's weird the way it works. I've explained it before. I'm not going to bother explaining it again. If you guys are interested, just look on the wiki. It does explain it there. But of course, we've had 5 1 in 513/14 drop rates in 1,023 kills. We've obviously had 2 rings and started our 3rd piece. They're only 1 in 181 each. But then we've had dragon throwing knives and a set of dragon throwing axes, which are both 1 in 2k. Well, one's 1 in 2k, one's 1 in 2001. So our luck at Hydra has been disgusting, but at the same time, it's been pretty fucking shit because we haven't got the claw. So fuck it. Now, I feel like it's been 4 years since I've recorded a clip. It has been quite a while, to be honest, because lately I just haven't been in the mood. The grind. I really just wanted to play something and not have to worry about absolutely anything. And every time, like, obviously when I do RuneScape, because obviously I create content on it, I've always got that, you know, I feel like I've got to get something done. And it was nice just to be able to kind of sit back and just do something else and just have absolutely no worries whatsoever. I've been playing a bit of Skyrim, a bit of Apex, and I'm just loving it, to be honest with you. But anyway, I have been doing RuneScape as well, obviously, but nowhere near as much as I probably should be if I wanted to create content. But at the end of the day, I just felt like I needed a tiny little, I wouldn't say a break or anything. I just wanted to play something and not have to worry, like I've just mentioned. But anyway,
we have just been doing Zora, and as you can see in the chat box, we did just get a Tanzanite Fang. So I figured whilst we're here, I might as well show you guys what the current situation on scales is. Now we have 16k or 16.7k throughout all of our items other than the Trident, and the Trident currently has 411 charges. Now this was probably one of the last kills I was going to do before going to Hydra, because we do have a Hydra task. Our current task is 180 something, on 170 Hydra. So it's almost a max task, 200 is max, I think. So we almost got a max task, pretty big task. That will put us at quite a high KC. If you guys don't remember what my KC at Hydra is, it's currently 1135. But we're going to dismantle this Tanzanite Fang real quick, and we're going to get another 20k scales. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fully charge the Trident whilst we're here, because that is obviously always important. We'll fully charge the blowpipe, and for now we're just going to whack all our scales that we can in the helmet. So that leaves us with 7.2k left. Obviously we can take loads out of the helmet, but this is pretty much going to get me 2 tasks worth of Hydra, which is really nice, because the thing I hate about Hydra is having to get Zora scales in between. If I could just go to do Hydra, and as soon as you get another task, go do it straight away, you know, I wouldn't mind so much. But it's just something to do with going to Zora to be able to do something else kind of frustrates me. Like, Zora's alright, I don't enjoy it that much, but having to do it, that's another thing. But before, I might as well look at the collection log whilst we're here too. If we go down to Zora, this is 947 kills. We've had 4 blowpipes. That's fucking ridiculous. 2 magic fangs, and of course 2 serpentine visage, which I don't know. That's what, 8 drop? Yeah, okay, I'm well over the drop rate. Fair enough. But it's not like I'm not extremely lucky at Zora. Obviously, I've got a mutagen as well, but I'm not like mad lucky at Zora. Obviously, I'm lucky, but like I said, I'm not ridiculously lucky. But either way, that's nice to see, so I can just get 20k scales within just 2 minutes of my time at killing Zora.
So I feel like it's been like months and months since I last recorded a clip for RuneScape. Now I have been playing it, just nowhere near as much as what I have before. If I do my Hydra KC right now, we can see the Hydra KC is sitting at 1395. I'm not sure what it was this video. As of recording this clip, I haven't actually looked back at the whole of the video. When I go to edit, I'll actually realize what's happened in the video, because I forgot everything pretty much. I know from looking at a couple of clips that we did do Armadillo in this video, but honestly I don't remember much of it. But hopefully we're going to get this claw soon. The reason I stopped playing, I put a post up. If anyone's interested, just go to my community post or community section on my channel, and you'll be able to see I put a post up there and I explained a couple of things. You guys would have also seen that I am starting to also do other content on the channel. That doesn't mean there's going to be like a reduced amount of RuneScape. Obviously, if I was to play RuneScape for 24 hours, let's say I got 24 hours game time, I could potentially get maybe 6 clips max. Like, there's a lot of grinds. It depends what you're doing, obviously, and because I'm doing Hydra, I could potentially get no clips out of all of that. I'd have to like just, you know, pull a clip out my arse and just talk about something for a couple of minutes. But if I was to go play another game for like 4 hours, I could get maybe 4 videos out of that. So I'm also doing stuff on the side that is just something for the channel, because if I do have an area where I will go 2 weeks without uploading, it'd be nice to have something in the middle for you guys, that even if not everyone's going to enjoy that kind of content, but it's just something else for the channel that people can watch. If they've got nothing to watch on YouTube, if there's no videos out, it might be something you guys are interested in. At the moment, I've started a Terraria Let's Play. So if you guys are interested in just maybe watching something else from me, please do check that out. I will I'll actually leave the link in the description below, so you guys can you know, take yourself straight to it if you really are interested in it. But like I said, RuneScape is still going to be happening. The next 2 weeks, I'm actually not going to be able to be doing too much, because I have a friend coming down who I rarely get. Well, I don't get to see him. I get to see him like once a year. So he's coming down for a week, and then I've got my birthday week. I'm pretty much not going to be on because my other half is off. And then after that's Christmas, but I will still be doing recording. And after this, there's probably a video. I'm hoping to get a video out like just before the new year for RuneScape. But other than that, there's going to be like filler content. Like I've said, it's not just junk content. It's just other games that I can get recording for. That it's just easier to get videos for those sort of games. It's still entertaining content, in my opinion. It's just obviously not RuneScape. But this is where the episode is going to end. Like I said, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's all old to me now, and a lot of this stuff happened a while ago. So it'll be kind of interesting when I'm actually editing this to see what I have actually done in this episode. So it's going to be kind of exciting for me, and kind of going to be watching something that I don't remember. But if you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash the like button and drop a comment down below. I'm sorry for my absence. And if you guys want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.